So what's the video today? I'm going to recommend you some bands. Oh yeah! So this year I went to Arctangent Festival in the UK and I saw a load of really good bands, and I thought that you guys would dig some of their music too. So this is my very quick roundup and review of Arctangent 2018. This award goes to Australia, and they are a post-rock band, and they are everything you could ever want from a post-rock band. They played, I think, 3 songs for the entirety of their set, and it was just instrumental build-up and then heavy ending. They put so much attention to detail to how every little section built up and had gained more momentum. It was very impressive to watch. Alceste were a band I really liked. They're a French metal band, and I'm not quite sure I like them so much, but I'll try to describe them for you. And this might sound a bit negative, but it's not meant that way. But they were like a instrumental, fairly simple, generic metal band. And it's really hard to sort of describe the feeling that you got from watching them. They were kind of ambient metal, and it was really heavy in places and you could head back to it, but at the same time it was just like this beautiful wash of noise, and it kind of wrapped you up in this big heavy blanket, and everybody was just really having a good time watching their set. And speaking of blankets, onwards. They are a band called Blanket. This is a band that looks Canadian but are actually from Blackpool. They play what I would call emo-tinged post-rock. They're mostly instrumental, but when they do vocals, they're very heavily layered and harmonised and sound quite electronic. They have lots of build-ups, but then they really let rip, and it's deeply satisfying, and everything just gets you right in here. So definitely go and check them out. This was a band that had everything, and you could pretty much guarantee that they'd be able to play any genre if they wanted to. It had 2 members of Ocean Size and 1 member of Amplifier. You can kind of get a feel for what their general sound would be if you know what those 2 bands sound like. But honestly, every song in their set was completely different. You had modern prog, you had retro prog, you had doom, you had 90s alt rock stuff going on. You had multiple guitar changes during songs with techs running on stage and taking guitar offs and giving them guitars over their heads so they could carry on riffing. It was just craziness. There was like definite nods to Pink Floyd in there. There was like some placebo moments. It was like this real mix, this smorgasbord of just all sorts of things that came together like beautifully. It was executed flawlessly, and they were just totally cool. Just like, yeah, that was really cool. Most surprising band for me was Orchards. They play pure indie pop but with math rock tendencies, and they are on the much lighter side than most of the bands that play Arctangent. They kind of sound like a mix between Everything and Churches. So you have this really sort of slightly electronic indie pop sound, but then with the sort of subtle craziness of Everything all mixed in together. And I wasn't sure when I listened to them on the playlist how much I sort of liked them, but when I saw them live I totally got it, and I like really enjoyed their set much more than I thought I would. For me, the best set and performance of the entire festival was Jamie Lennon. This man is a beast. I can't tell you how incredible his set was. For me personally, it was just the best combination of brutal heaviness, anthemic sing-along choruses, moments of kind of math rock and time signatures and some proggy stuff thrown in there, and the whole place went off. It was crazy, and this man is going to be huge, and if he's not huge, I honestly don't know what else you would need to do, because it was absolutely stunning. So that was the best set for me. Shellac, who were one of the headliners, nobody had a clue what the hell was going on for the entirety of their set, and it was like watching some obscure piece of theatre unfold. But yeah, go check them out and be weirded out. Next up, The Jungle, two-piece 90s rave math rock duo, and yes, I did just say 90s rave math rock duo. Absolute heart-pounding insanity, go check them out. Lastly, we have a band called Trigger Thumb. Now, if you imagine Muse, and you imagine Muse going pure crazy math rock, then this is what you would have. Absolutely stunning musicians, and they opened on the Saturday, and they should have been far higher up the bill because they were absolutely stunning. So that's it, that's my top bands of Arctangent this year. If those are the kind of things that float your boat, then definitely go and check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want more cool music and music related things, please do hit that subscribe and notification bell. That would be really great. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye!